Hi folks, I've got this lovely little make for you today that I'm really pleased with. It's a little purse with handles and a flap. It's got a little two-layered tag here on a bulb pin. The little butterfly has got its wings free. If we turn it over, there's a pocket at the back there with a little matching card inside for you to write on. Great for gift giving or little craft fair makes. And if we open it up, we reveal inside a lip balm with this lovely sort of matching paper. This is from the boho collection. There's also, this kit is also available in the Moon Magic collection and the Pretty Vintage collection. So let's go ahead and have a look how we put that together. So here are all my bits and bobs cut out from the single page. I've reverse printed with the backing sheet just to lose the white paper, and I've inked up my edges, and I will also need a lip balm. Now this one measures 2.5 inches by 1/2 inch, which is 6.6 centimeters by 15. These tubes, as far as I can ascertain, are pretty standard. They're mass produced somewhere, and lots of lip balm companies use these. So try and get them for this size. It's important because they need to fit within these two outside lines here. Okay, let's have a little look at the bits and bobs that we've got. We've got the front, the back, the base and the flap of the purse. This is the inside of the purse. We've got a little tag here, a little card. If you want to reverse print on a different paper on the inside, feel free to go ahead and do that, but bear in mind that this side of the card will also print in that paper, which is fine. You could cut this in half, you could make this into two little tags with holes and dangles or a bit of ribbon or what have you. So you've got some options there. And then we've got some other little bits and bobs, which are bits and pieces of decoration, and these pieces are the handles for the purse. Now if you don't want to use these and use ribbon instead, get a thin ribbon, and I think that looks really lovely, but for the sake of the video and because these are in the kit, I'm going to run with these. So let's get these pieces out of the way and make a start. So I'll begin by creasing these lines here to make the base and the sides, and also this one here to make the flap of the purse. And now I'll just fold this up along the creases I've just made. There we are, and that forms the basis of our purse. Isn't that so sweet? I've got this pocket that I can glue on now, and it's up to you which side you want that on, but I would suggest going with the back of the purse because I think there's going to be a little bit too much going on at the front there. So I'm going to glue mine onto the back. Just stick that in place, and that can have a chance to dry. Looks lovely. Now this sheet here, I'm going to begin by folding it in half. I'm not going to crease it on my folding board, just do it by eye so I get everything lined up nice and square. And then these lines here, I'm going to begin by going just short. I'm not going to cut all the way up that line because I don't think I'm quite going to need all of it. And this one I'm going to take all the way up to the top of the cut mark. And this one just shy again. Now what I'm going to do here is take this central section and fold it up and give it a good crease. Fold it the other way and give it a good crease, and the same with these two end flaps here. A little bit fiddly. And I've also printed this out on the thickest card that I can get through my printer, which is 300 gram. If you're in the US, that is £110 cover stock. If your printer won't go that thick, fine, don't worry, just use the thickest that you can get through your printer. you've got 2 layers going on, so it will all come out nice and sturdy. And then I'm just going to flex these a little bit before I open it out. Now I'm going to position this centrally, but before I glue it down I need to make the decisions about my handles. Like I say, if you want to use a narrow ribbon you can do. Let's get a nice piece there, and you just decide how long you want your handles to be, pop them down on here, allow a nice length underneath to glue down underneath this piece of paper that's going to go on the top, and do the same on the other side. But I'm going to use these handles just like that, and I'm going folding this so that I've got my patterned piece on the outside. So I'll go ahead, pop a little piece of glue, a little piece of glue, a little bit of glue on these ends, and stick this in place. You don't have to have handles at all, of course. It could just be like a little clutch purse. And I want to stick it as square as I can on, because I want hopefully this to cover up the majority of my handle. So I'll just go down a little further and give that a good chance to grab. And I'll do the same on the other side. Making sure I've got the same on both sides so that the handles are the same length. There we are, now they're glued in place. I'm going to glue down this area here. But before I do that, I'm going to check that my lip balm actually fits inside. Which it does. It's a nice tight fit, which is what I wanted. If your lip balm doesn't fit, you can just go in and you can just make, I didn't cut all the way to the end of those lines, I thought I had. You can just go in and make these lines, cut these lines a little bit longer, refold, and you'll have more room to get your lip balm in. But as it is, that's quite nice. And then these pieces pop up to keep the thing securely in place. That's working really well. So I'll go ahead now and I'll glue this down. Now then, the way that I glue this down is quite important, because obviously I don't want to glue down these pop-up bits. So I'm going to glue all the way around the edge. And then I'm going to treat these pop-up bits like edges as well, and glue all the way around these, making sure not to glue actually on them. And then when I'm happy with that little arrangement, I can go and fill in. And now I want to position this. Hopefully I've covered up most of my handles. Oh, there we are, that looks great. Get this lined up so that it's nice and central, and then stick it down and give it a moment to grab. Now you might find that you need a tool just to lift these pieces. Just check that they're okay and that they're free. And we'll give that a moment to dry whilst we fold this card in half. And that's our little gift tag. I'll ink up this edge where my black line is showing. A gold edge would work very, very nicely on this as well, of course. There we are, that's my little card. How cute is that? And that fits nicely in the pocket at the back of the card. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited by this. I absolutely love it. Right, do we think we're ready to pop in the lip balm? Have I given that glue enough time? So when we come to fold this now, we're going to be folding these 2 lines here. So we just need to nice and gently tease that up. I hope you can see this on the camera. And tease these pieces up, and this will fold. We'll just gently fold it like this. We can't fold it all the way because we'll squish these pieces here into the wrong shape. And there we are. I can pop my lip balm inside now. Bit of a fiddle, but it does go. Try and get it over the lip of that piece there. There we are. And then this piece here I can just lift, and this piece here is already lifted, and that just keeps the thing, if you've got a little bit of play here, which I haven't in this one, it will just keep the lip balm from sliding out of the sides of the purse. You might find that you need to bend these out of the way a little bit. Just fold those back a little bit. And there is your purse complete. I'm going to put a Velcro dot on the front of the purse. I've got a hook and a loop piece. Pop those together, sticky sides facing outwards obviously. Position this where I want it to be on the flap of my purse, and you only get one shot at this. So line it all up nicely and then bring this down to close. I fold my handles out of the way. Like I said, this would look really, really pretty with the ribbon as well, but I'm using this because it's in the kit. And I'll pop my little card in there that I can write in. And I've got all these bits and bobs to play with now to decorate my purse. I think I might pop that there. I've got this little butterfly here that would look, oh, that would look really nice. That's very boho. I think I'll go with that, and then I think I'm going to make a little dangle out of these circles to go on the edge, and I'll keep those for another time. So I've got those. I'm going to make a hole in here. And another, which way around shall I have this? I think I'll go there because I've got a bit more space. And a hole in there. And then very simply, shall I go 3? I could go 3. I could have the butterfly on there even, couldn't I? Or the heart, no, or the little disc. No, I think I'll just go with these 2. I've developed a love affair with bulb pins. I absolutely think they're gorgeous. Now I could put that on the front or the back. I'll pop this on the front. Just fasten that off. And there I've got my beautiful little tag. And I'll glue on my butterfly. Shall I glue it on? I could fold it in half and just glue it on like this. Or I could glue it on the front. In the centre. I think I'm going to go off centre now because I've got this tag. And that will balance up quite nicely. I think I'll do that. What I will do actually first with this is I'm going to give it a nice little gold edge with my pen. I love this. It's a very subtle little addition. It works really well. So it's just like inking in, but with a gold pen, and it's a bit of a nice shortcut to gilding. So I will stick this butterfly on here. Oh, I was going to do it flat, wasn't I? No, I'll do it raised because it can flatten itself down anyway for packing or what have you. Pop him on there. I'll just let that dry and then I can mess about with his wings afterwards. So there we are, the little lip balm purse. It's got a flap at the front, a tag, 2-layered tag on a bulb pin, a little butterfly here with his wings free. On the back we've got a pocket and a little tag, a little card. You don't have to, like I say, you don't have to do that. You could cut that in half and make 2 little tags instead. And then we open it up with the Velcro closure. And inside we have our lip balm and that decorated paper. Really pleased with that. I hope you love it. There are 3 different designs. You get the Moon Magic set, the Pretty Vintage set, and this, the Boho set. So have fun with those. Great craft fair make, lovely little gift.